What up, friends? I'm Robin Black. Let's do the deep dive on your Bellator 244 main event, Bader versus Nemkov. Let's do it. Welcome, fam. Brand new series, loosely just calling it the deep dive. I want to look at multiple pieces of analysis video and see what we can learn that will enrich our experience when we watch this fight. Just peel back a few layers. Now, I know you know a lot about Ryan Bader. He's been progressively getting better every quarter for the last decade. Light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. He's a brilliant fighter. We're hopefully going to find a few details maybe we didn't know about him when we explore his footage. But let's look at Nemkov first. Maybe you know a little less about Nemkov. He is a brilliant martial artist, and he's calibrating his weapons in real time as he's gathering information within the fight. This fight is going to be fantastic. Let's take a look at his first piece of video. Vadim Nemkov. Man, you want to see a perfect highlight? Straight right hand of perfection. But it's the details that made it so beautiful, the adjustments that he made. Now, opponent is trying to get away from the right hand. We always hear, move away from the power hand. But if you just move in one direction, you're just going to keep circling and circling, you'll be predictable. No, you must move in both directions. But look, opponent is doing it beautifully. When the right hand comes, he will weave underneath it, then back out and move right here. Watch, as the right hand is moving, he will move to the inside with his slip, stepping back temporarily into southpaw, and then he works from there. So Nemkov will make the adjustments. Watch one more time. Right hand, opponent slips to the inside and is getting away. But the little adjustments is the key to this man's game. Watch the detail right here. This is so phenomenal. He knows exactly where the opponent is. A little touch with the left hand to hide the step with his foot. Now he'll change the direction and he will lead and anticipate his man like a clay pigeon moving away from the gunshot. Big, right there. He leads him, he anticipates him, he makes the adjustment, and he walks him straight into that. That is perfection. That is Vadim Nemkov. Love it. Sick, right? That man was a world champion, and he made the adjustments, and he created that moment, walked him straight into the knuckles. Now, take a look at this footage. Another former champion, and this is absolute mastery rolling. They say a true master can defeat even a highly skilled opponent with just one or two weapons. And that's what Nemkov does here. He'll jab, and when McGeary moves, he'll walk him straight into that bone into tissue. Big, right there. Starts to break down the legs, smash that wheel, take out those stilts over and over again from as many different angles as possible. Reaching with the jab as his man will move away again. Big, look right there. The human body is not designed to move that way. You start to break the body of your opponents. At this level, you can't break the mind, so you must smash up the physiology. He will attack the inside, he attacks the outside. Even when his man would kick at him, he will kick out the standing leg. Watch this. Perfect. Absolute perfection with timing, and perfection with distancing, and perfection with focus. And here you look like you're going to pull and pass and punch to the side. That's the typical response there. Pull, use the leverage as you throw it to the side, throw the punch, but instead swings it the other way and starts to smash him on the ground over and over again, smashing the leg, smashing the tissue, beating up that musculature until his man couldn't stop. But think about it. How is this done? You're not just smashing him, you're taking a part of your body and you're using it to bludgeon another man. The lumps, the damage to the bone. But this is this level of fighting. Vadim Nemkov will use his entire body to disassemble his opponent. And he's going to be looking to do that to Ryan Bader on Friday night. Let's dig right into the double champ, Ryan Bader. Ryan Bader touches those left knuckles onto anybody's chin and they go to sleep. What is the secret to Ryan Bader knocking out so many people? Well, would you believe it starts on the ground? We join this beating already in progress. Yes, the secret to Ryan Bader's boxing skills and prowess starts on the ground because he mangles you on the ground. Watch, he's feeding his hand through to grab it with the right wrist, motorcycle grip. And from there, he's going to slide his hip in and he can fire with that left hand. That control, that mangling, that smashing that Ryan Bader does on the ground, that is the secret to his boxing here, controlling his man, and then he's just going to pound you out. How do you get to the ground? You get to the ground from the threat of the hands. Watch the legs, watch the acceleration, how quickly he's already down, almost no response, and he sprints right in. You can knee if you like. He's going to power right through that knee and take you to the ground. And when you put that whole game together, the dangerous nature of his takedown game, how brutal he is on the ground, you must respect the takedown. Then when he drops, even for a moment, that will freeze you long enough to be able to get the hand in here, the right hand, and then even then down and takes his man to the ground. That is how Ryan Bader puts that whole athletic game together. The striking to the wrestling to the striking. This is the modern hybrid martial artist. I wonder if Ryan Bader ever gets tired of looking at that Fedor finish. Well, if you do, sir, you're gonna see it again right now. Let's do it. I'm sure when Ryan Bader got married, I'm sure when he had children, those were the best days of his life. But aside from that, you gotta assume it's this moment. That moment right there has to be one of the great moments of Ryan Bader's life. Of course it was. It's also one of the great knockouts ever. Watch not just his hand, watch his foot. Look how deep behind enemy lines he is. That is the shot that he grew up his entire life training the penetration step for wrestling, and now he has converted it to use it to set up that corkscrew hook. As he goes down, the hand is coming up and over, and touches, and look at the mechanical efficiency. That right there is generating horsepower for that strike. So he uses this penetration step to gain entry and to gain reach and to freeze his opponent, and he touches them to the chin. One of the great knockouts ever. Ryan Bader became the heavyweight champion, won the heavyweight world Grand Prix, and gets to look at this for the rest of his life. Ryan Bader, oh baby, I will never get tired of seeing that, and I hope you don't either. So there it is, fam. My first deep dive. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure as hell enjoyed making it. It's an honor and a privilege to analyze brilliant athletes and artists like Ryan Bader and Vadim Nemkov. Bader versus Nemkov for the Bellator Light Heavyweight Championship this Friday, live and free on Paramount. If you dug this, please share it. Please tell some people. And please, always, enjoy the hostilities, my friends.